Following hundreds of complaints from workers, Elon Musk's Tesla is being sued by California's Civil Rights Agency for what they describe as a hostile work environment, including racial slurs and discrimination in job assignments, discipline, pay, and promotion. So I will get to Tesla's reaction to this that actually came out right before the public announcement of this lawsuit. I will also get to Tesla's history on this issue, which may give you an indication as to whether or not these claims are true. But first, more here from The Verge. So the DFEH, which is California's Department of Fair Employment and Housing, their case against Tesla describes a wide range of discriminatory behavior and harassment at the company's Fremont factory. Defendants in the case say they heard workers, managers, and supervisors frequently using racial slurs, including the N-word, monkey toes, and hood rat. Areas in the factory where many Black and African American employees were located were referred to as the porch monkey station, and defendants say managers and supervisors were either active participants and or witnesses to these racist comments. Racist graffiti was also left in break rooms, restrooms, and workstations, including phrases such as "all monkeys work outside," F N-words, and hang N-words next to a drawing of a noose. Defendants say this graffiti was left up for months. Work, reward, and punishment was also meted out along discriminatory racial lines, say defendants in the case. They report that Black employees were given the most physically demanding jobs in the factory and told they were better suited to such work. Black workers say they were more frequently penalized for minor workplace infractions than non-Black colleagues, and they were more often denied promotions. As a result, they were underrepresented in Tesla's management. A 2020 diversity report from Tesla said Black workers made up 10% of its workforce and only 4% of its leadership. All right, so I will get to Tesla's reaction to this and Tesla's history on this issue in a second here. But first, if this is true, this is absolutely wild. To have this kind of work environment and for it to apparently be going on for as long as it's gone on. So this apparently is mostly about treatment between 2015 and 2019. For this not to be addressed sooner is crazy. But based on Tesla's history and based on what's happened recently with at least one lawsuit, this is not out of the question that this may have actually gone on. So, and also because of Tesla's treatment and their history generally, their history of treating workers, as I'll get to as well. This, again, we don't know, but based on their history, it would not be crazy to think that this did happen over the course of several years. Now, Tesla's reaction to this, so they put out a blog preemptively before this came out to try and, get ahead of the news here. But part of their statement says, over the past 5 years, the DFEH has been asked on almost 50 occasions by individuals who believe they were discriminated against or harassed to investigate Tesla. On every single occasion, when the DFEH closed investigation, it did not find misconduct against Tesla. It therefore strains credibility for the agency to now allege, after a 3-year investigation, that systematic racial discrimination and harassment somehow existed at Tesla. A narrative spun by the DFEH and a handful of plaintiff firms to generate publicity is not factual proof. So we will see. We will see. They claim here that there already have been. I mean, first of all, for a workplace to have these many people already claiming these various things over the course of several years, I mean, that already appears to be an issue on its own. If it's happened that frequently, usually it indicates that there's something going on there, but they claim that they were all closed and nothing went on. So again, we will see, but this appears to be their defense. And I'll get to another part of their defense in a second here, which is basically that, this happened a long time ago, and why are you bothering with this now? But more here from CNN on Tesla's history on this very issue. So a former Tesla employee, Owen Diaz, was awarded $136.9 million last year when a jury concluded that he was subject to a racially hostile workplace. Other lawsuits have alleged a toxic culture. Last week, Kayleen Barker, a Black woman who worked at a Tesla manufacturing plant, filed a lawsuit claiming the automaker tolerates rampant acts of racism in its factories. Barker's lawsuit focuses on her employment at Tesla in 2021. Tesla said the anticipated lawsuit from the California DFEH appears to focus on incidents between 2015 and 2019. It called the expected lawsuit misguided and objected to the potential claims. So part of Tesla's defense here is that, well, this happened years ago, even though this really wasn't that long ago, but that's part of their claim. It happened a long time ago. Why wasn't it investigated sooner? Well, you have recent cases right here, including one where you had to award an individual, a former employee, over $130 million over the very things that are being claimed in this lawsuit by the DFEH. So, again, not out of the question to think that maybe this has been going on to more than just one person. I mean, to have to award somebody over $100 million over a very similar case, it makes you wonder, is it really just him? I mean, to have this kind of essential, admission here, or have a case conclude where somebody's awarded this much money, it couldn't have been just one employee that was facing this, considering it was a racially hostile workplace. But I don't know. So I can't claim otherwise. I don't know for sure. We have to wait and see what the investigation shows. But based on what's happened already, it wouldn't be out of the question. Now, also based on how Elon Musk and Tesla have treated workers generally. So this is from 2021, a year ago. Tesla engaged in unfair labor practices, must reinstate fired worker and scrub Elon Musk tweet, NLRB says. So Tesla has a history of labor violations, including this. To show you how little Elon Musk appears to care, the tweet that he was told to delete is still up. So if he took this kind of thing seriously, this would be gone. At the very least, it's a simple button to delete a tweet. Didn't even do that. And considering how Tesla is known for union busting, is known for mistreating especially their factory workers, we have to wait and see where this all goes. But based on the claims being made, based on what we see in their history, it would not be out of the question to think that all of this is true. But again, we're going to have to wait and find out.